right, let's keep rolling. We're doing a great job. This is a great lesson. Hopefully that we kind of understood what's happening, but if you didn't, don't worry. We're still gonna have some extra chances. It's gonna be some good stuff, I promise. Okay, so next things next is what happens if I can't identify that additive inverse right away. For example, this is a great example. We're just gonna talk about it. Not gonna work it out because we wanna save time. Especially because I'm still rusty on this stuff. Okay, so if we look at this example, I see 7, 4, 2, 1. I don't see opposite signs. I don't see opposite numbers. We're gonna get stuck. No need to fear. Sorry, that's the bell. No need to fear. If we take those two equations and we bring them over here, we can force making it equal to each other, make an additive inverse by multiplying, okay? In any case, you have the power to make sure you can do whatever you want to do. That's the thing with elimination. It's a lot of open thinking, and a lot of us get confused because, we're scared to be able to think for ourselves, you know what I mean? So don't be so scared, but we will multiply. They took the second equation. They said, hey, you know what? I'm going to make the y's additive inverses, so they multiply by -2, -2, -2, and the last one, of course. After that, let me scroll down a little bit. We can do the math real quick, that's no problem. -2 times 4 is -8. -2 times an imaginary 1 is a -2. -2 times 15 is a -30, which is where they got it from right here. Okay? Now, as we can see, there's our additive inverse. 2 plus a -2, that cancels. Looks good to me. 7 plus -1 is a -1x. 24 plus -30 is -6, and so on and so forth. Okay? I love it. That's a great example. Of course, I'm going to highlight the answer because that's what we want. We want the answer. Let's see if it lets me, because is it even on? Let's see. Yeah, it's on. That's the answer. After they took the answer, they went back to get another equation. Sorry about that. In this case, they took the first equation, they got that 6, put it for x, and then they just solved just like we did in the previous part. Like I said, this is a great example. Definitely read through it. Definitely gain a little understanding just so you can get ready for the next parts. Now, in the worked example, only one equation needs to be rewritten to solve. Why do we have to do that? Because we need an additive inverse. Okay? We still don't know exactly why we need to do so much stuff or a set of particular problems, but they gave us the options to do so. Let's keep rocking and rolling. Hold the phone. This is going to be super intense, okay? Not only are we going to have an issue, but as you can read real quick, it says multiply each equation to mix and match, do what you got to do. I'm going to savor that problem for later on. It's a lot to get into the small amount of time. You would multiply each one to get equal additive inverses. Right here, they got positive and -6, but they multiplied the top by 3 and the bottom by -2. It's a lot of stuff. So, gonna hold the phone for that one, no worries. And then, of course, this is little examples because, like I said, holding the phone because you have the power and the option to make it whatever numbers you want, okay? If it were up to me, obviously we can see that the 2's can be made into additive inverses, and this is where multiplication comes into play, knowing your multiplication table. we will multiply the bottom one by -1. Coming to the second problem, can't really see numbers that are matching. You could do 2 and 3, but you got to make sure they're negative, positive. A lot of intense stuff. If it were up to me, we would multiply the top one by -5 to make these additive inverses. If I go to the bottom, again, we could do 12, -12 in the top. We could do 6, -6 for y's. It's a lot of different combinations, ladies and gentlemen. You could go as big as you want, and it's just like, I don't want to limit, but you do need to know your multiplication tables, okay? So, going on from this, rocking and rolling. Of course, there's a way to check your work, and that's the interesting part, okay? There is a lot to this, but of course, I know we like to be super productive and checking our work. So, I'm gonna write these calculator steps real quick. You can fast forward, because I just want to write them down. Calculator steps. Just want to write them down real fast. I wish I had my keyboard. I could type it out pretty fast. You will click second matrix. Then you're gonna go side to edit A. Gotta make sure it's a 2 by 3. Then press second quit to get out of there. After that, we're gonna do second matrix again. This time you're gonna go side to math, and then down to reduce echelon form, which is B. I forgot the B, sorry, on your calculator. And then takes you to the main screen, so then you press second matrix one more time, and then you just do press A. Press A, and then enter. Okay, and then you're gonna see your answer. I'm gonna put a little star right here. This is how your answer is. 1001 X, Y. Let me do a little highlighting action right there just to make sure we know X and Y is our answer. Okay? I'm also gonna circle these two. I'm gonna show you 2 examples, and then of course, I'll give you the answers to the other ones so you can try them on your own, and we can intellectually think about it in some other way, okay? Love it. First things first, let me fix this. Again, I don't like fractions. If you can, take down the fractions, make them decimals. I'm gonna do that real quick. We should already know the top one is 0.5. 0.5x, oh, already messed up. Minus 5y equals -45. Second equation, -0.5x plus 10y equals -20. Of course, you would do all this by hand, additive inverse right there, boom, boom, boom. You get your y, you come back, substitute for y, solve for x, all that gets great stuff. But right here, we just want to check our work. Steps were written right there. Again, if you need to rewatch the video over and over again, I definitely recommend it so you can be good to go. Here we go. Second, matrix is right here in blue, matrix. You go all the way to edit right here, so side, side. We want to press enter on A because we want to edit A. Next, we want to make sure it says 2 and 3, so 2, enter, 3, enter. We got our 2 by 3 box, 2 rows, 3 columns. Next, we want to only put the coefficients and the constant. What do I mean by that? I only want to put 0.5, -5, -45, and so on. Something like this. 0.5. Double check, I don't want to get it wrong. -5, -5, -45. We don't need to put the variables because this reduced echelon form is when you learn something in college, you leave it just as integers and you solve just like that. It's pretty interesting. Bottom one, I know it's -0.5. I think it's 10, but I want to double check. Yeah, +10 and -20. And we're ready to go. Next couple steps are going to give us the answer. It's going to be awesome. How do I get out of here? You press second blue button. Quit is right next to it. Go back to second matrix. This time we're going to math. Going all the way down to letter B. A, B. Has to be the one with 2 R's. Reduced echelon. We don't want the first one, okay? So it has to be letter B. Second matrix one more time, and we're just gonna click this, the one that says 2 by 3. We're not editing it anymore. We're just putting what it's there already. And there's my answer. Pretty cool, it's pretty cool. What are my answers? These numbers in the back. -20, -220, -13. Definitely gonna write it down real quick, just so we can talk about it real fast. I'm gonna do the little whole matrix box just so you can check it out. 1, 0, 0, 1, -220, -13. Gonna double check it just to make sure, sorry. Looks beautiful. Gonna zoom out to my notes real quick. My notes say X and Y. Beautiful. -220, -13. That's my answer. One more time, just to make it nice and neat, just to get an idea. Doing the same exact thing for letter B. Zooming in real quick. Oh, I pressed it really fast. Gonna change colors because everything's blue and I want to make it nice and neat. Okay, everything looks great. It's ready to go. I don't have to fix anything. Just go back and do the exact same thing. Me and myself and I know as a teacher, I just need to go edit A, but if you want to do the whole process every single time, hey, that's perfect for me. If you want to see what I mean, you just have to go to second matrix, go edit, boom, it's 2 by 3, you're ready to go. All you got to do is change the values. 4, 3, 24 real quick. 4, 3, 24, boom, top one's done. 3, this is imaginary 1, don't forget that. 3, 1, -2. 3, 1, -2. It's ready to go. Second quit. Of course, if you want to clear that so you don't get confused. Second matrix, math, letter B. Boom. Second matrix, letter A, enter. Our answer is -6 and 16. I'm going to write that down anyways. One, 0, 0, 1, -6. Oh, I don't know why I did that. That's kind of funny. 16, X, Y, just to get it more practice. Let me scroll down just a smidge. Coordinate is -6, 16. That's what we want. Looks cool, right? Pretty simple. Of course, we're not gonna push the calculator. We want you all to do this by yourself. But of course, if we need to, you need to go ahead and just get the extra practice. Give you the answers for the other one. I am gonna circle that, I already did it. Answer for this one is 4, 1. So you wanna make sure you can do that. Over here, it's gonna look a little weird. I'm gonna write out the full thing. Make sure you get this. 1.5, 0, 0, 0, 1. This is a parallel situation. And with parallel lines, we know there's no solution. That means that these lines do not cross, okay? There's no intersection. How do we know they're parallel? I'm gonna highlight it real quick. Let's see the last one. Oh, what happened? Okay, good. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. That bottom row is showing me 0, 0, 1. As you can see, up here it's 0, 1 answer. And right here, 0, 0 means there's no intersection. We don't want to have that type of situation. The bottom one, kind of the same situation. Not really. If you can see, it's basically doubled up, which shows something like this. 1, 2, -6, 0, 0, 0. What does this mean? That there are the exact same line. And you can even see it up here. 1, 2, and -6. It popped out the exact same way, which is kind of interesting, okay? So what happens if they're the exact same line? Let me just highlight the bottom real quick, just for what that lets me. Whenever you get all zeros down the bottom, you can see they're the exact same line. That's called infinitely many solutions. Okay? Very interesting. Definitely consider it. If you need to graph it on decimals just to verify that they are, do it most certainly. All right. Just got one more video just for scenario problem. If you have any questions, again, let me know.